Hello, it's Teresa Ekholm from beautiful Colorado, and yes, I know I'm in kind of a noisy spot, so I hope you can hear me for this video. My normal place or the usual spot that I would have done my video today, actually had quite a lot of people up there. It's, well, it's gorgeous, all right, so just don't be jealous, but it's 73 degrees out here. It is so totally awesome. I'll try not to shake the camera. So, because it is just really fun here. So I just wanted to hop on here today for doing a Facebook Live on and talk to you about creativity. And no, I know that we have a reputation for having a lot of weed or whatever. And yes, I am an artist, but well, you know, that could be fun too. But that's not what I was thinking about. All right. Say hey, Christopher Jones is in the house. Good to see you here. Hello, Mark Terry, and hello, Larry Ellett. Glad to have you guys on the video with me. So this is behind me, beautiful Garden of the Gods, and apologize for such a noisy spot. Maybe if I move away a little bit, so you can just get lovely green trees. So, all right, so. Colorado Springs is definitely a beautiful, lovely place, but this morning I was able to spend a couple of hours in my studio working on some art there before moving into going downtown to Cottonwood and working on some things in that studio. So I'm blessed to actually have two studios. My studio at home I use mainly for more messy stuff, some of my bigger projects that require a lot more hours to dry and several layers and that kind of thing. So, hello, Jan Pollard is in the house. Hope you're feeling better. It's good to see you here. So, when I was in high school, actually, one of my favorite teachers was, he taught physics and chemistry. It was a small school. I was in the first class that graduated over 100 people. So a lot of people taught, well, anyway. Anyway, his wife, is a science fiction writer, and in fact she's won a few Hugo Awards and some other kind of things, but one of the things that she told me then that really struck out in my mind was being an author was like any other job. You get up in the morning and you spend 8 hours writing, and some of those would eventually become books and novellas and short stories and things to be published. But the point was to get up and write every day. So I'm adopting that. I'm not necessarily going to do my art for 8 hours a day, although that would be kind of fun. I have a lot of interest, so I'm probably engaged in a few more things than just art. But number one is do it every single day. Do something creative every single day. And number two is if you're sitting at your desk or your computer for too long, or you're on your cell phone or whatever it is that you're doing, once an hour at least, get up and move around. And it helps too to break up your tasks into bite-sized chunks. So I find sometimes when I need to work on the computer on spreadsheets or just writing or even training, I'll even set a timer and get up and move around, go do something different, go talk to a friend, I'm blessed to be at Cottonwood, where I can go down to visit a friend's studio and see what they're doing. So that's totally awesome, and then we chat about different things that we're working on. So that's number two, is get up and move around. And wow, this is really fun. What can I say? And the other thing, of course, I like to do is get outside and move around. The third thing, believe it or not, is establish a routine. So I've been kind of working on this for a couple of months. I know that sounds really odd, especially coming from me, who's an artist who likes to just throw things on the canvas and see what happens, or throw things in my primordial soup of glue and see what comes out of that. Sometimes there's some interesting sculptures, but believe it or not, set a routine and stick with it. So these days, first thing I do when I get up is I meditate and have some coffee with my husband and watch the birds. and have breakfast, and then I do a workout routine, and now I'm spending a couple of hours in the studio creating art, and then move to my other studio where I can create art of a different sort. I do some art online. I turn some of my art into digital art, which can then be made into clothing and scarves and leggings and that kind of thing. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on and share 3 tips for getting more creative with you, and I hope you'll find them useful. I've got about 10 more that I could share with you. I'd be delighted to share with you. Just PM me, private message me, and I'd be glad to share more with you. Or if you'd just like to chat about anything in general, I'm often hanging out on Messenger, so feel free to drop me a line there. So this is Tirzah Ekholm in beautiful and yet noisy Garden of the Gods, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and hoping you're having a fabulous day. Hello, Shelley. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Michael, and nice to see you, Al. Glad you guys were on. Ciao.